Hey golf people, this is the new Rapsodo MLM Pro. It is the hottest piece of golf technology on the market here in 2023. But is it better than the Garmin R10 behind me? And is it in fact the best launch monitor of 2023 if you are on a budget? Or is it just pure hype? On today's episode, we're gonna find out. Let's get to work. So when you buy the new Rapsodo MLM Pro, here's what you're gonna get inside the box. You're gonna get a case, which makes it nice and convenient for traveling. I actually thought this thing was going to be a lot bulkier, so when I saw how portable it was in real life, I was really pumped. Inside that case, you'll find the unit itself complete with its tripod, a charging cable, some manuals, and maybe most importantly, a very strange sleeve of golf balls. These are Callaway's new RCT balls. They're specifically made for this partnership with Rapsodo. And those funny little dots are meant to improve the accuracy of this Rapsodo MLM Pro 2 indoors. So one thing that I really loved about the Rapsodo is just how easy this thing is to set up. You simply take the bottom tripod piece, connect it into the head of the unit, and twist it into place. The device sits 6.5 to 8.5 feet behind your hitting area. And it's that simple. There's an on-screen feature to make sure that your alignment of the unit is correct. It's best in class and it's miles ahead of anything else that I've tried before in this category, including the R10 and much more expensive units. It's just that smooth. The other thing about the setup is just how versatile that makes this unit. You don't have to be fiddling with it. And I tried this thing both indoors and outdoors. Outdoors, I wasn't even at mat height, and this still seemed to work flawlessly. You're probably most interested in the accuracy of this device. I can confirm to you that the unit that I tested was super accurate. In fact, straight out of the box, this was the most accurate launch monitor from wedge to driver in this price category that I have ever tried on the channel. Out on the range, I was able to confirm with my rangefinder just how far it was to specific flags. And to my surprise, it was accurate to within 3 yards of carry distance. And oftentimes it was dead on. All right, I've got a flag right down here, and it is at 53 yards. We're gonna try to hit a 53-yard shot. Let's see how good that is. It's right at it. Ooh, it hit right at the flag. It's gotta be 53-ish if it's accurate. Yeah, 52.9 is the carry. Wow, that's impressive. In terms of judging shot shape, both indoors and outdoors, I found this thing to be excellent. I would easily give this 4.5 out of 5 stars in terms of judging shot shape and ball direction. And there was only one shot in all of my testing where I think I got a misread in terms of ball flight. So super accurate indoors and out in terms of distance, super accurate in terms of shot shape as well as spin. Now, I will be testing this right up against my Mevo Plus, my Bushnell Launch Pro. Those are units that cost significantly more and offer maximum accuracy. I will also be putting up against my R10 here very soon, so make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see those tests. You won't want to miss them. But from what I can see, this thing is extremely accurate. Now, if you're considering buying the MLM Pro, there's no better place to do that than at playbetter.com. My friends and friends of the Let's Play Through community, you've got free 48-hour shipping across the continental US, hassle-free money-back guarantee up to 60 days. If you're not completely satisfied, you can exchange it for something else or even just get your money back. And if you're on the fence on if this is the right unit for you or if you want to try one of the other launch monitors they sell, we've partnered together to create a tool. It's a questionnaire where you can go through, answer some questions, and figure out what's going to be the best solution for you. Check it out. I've got links down below, playbetter.com. Let's talk about missed shots. So one impressive quality about the MLM Pro that I think other units do lack is the fact that this thing only missed one shot out of 100, and very likely that was due to my setup. So it had a 99% success rate in terms of picking up the golf shot. And if you've ever used a golf simulator or a golf launch monitor, you know that is something that can really have you pulling your hair when you hit a great shot and it just doesn't read. Had no issues here with the MLM Pro. Now, another place where I think Rapsodo has always excelled and continues to excel here with the MLM2 Pro is in the data analysis and data visualizations. The app that comes for the MLM2 Pro has great user interface and it's super user-friendly, very, very intuitive. Great looking visually, the graphics pop, there's wonderful colors on screen, and the data is organized really clearly. One thing I really love about Rapsodo's app here is the fact that it makes it super easy for you to gap your carry distances. And it seems to focus more on carry distance than total distance, which I think is so important. If you're constantly coming up short on the golf course, you're not carrying those hazards, there's probably a reason for that, and it's probably because you're thinking about total distance and not carry distance. It's so important to consider carry distance first. Rapsodo does that great. The only thing I wish is that this app allowed you to view more than 4 metrics at a time on the iPhone. While all the metrics are there for you, you can only look at 4 at a time. I assume if you're on a tablet, you would get access to viewing more of those at a time, but I didn't test that. Now, the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro has an optional premium membership. It comes for the first year free, but that is $199 moving forward. That $199 gets you access to some really cool features, including simulation. You have access to tens of thousands of golf courses. Now, they're going to be kind of like the Garmin R10, where it's more of a cartoony look to it, but I can tell you it's a really fun time. Now, you're probably wondering, is there putting with the Rapsodo MLM2? There is not. So what happens in simulation mode is, depending on how close you are to the flag stick on your approach shot, then it will give you a certain amount of putts, and you can choose how close those rings are. In addition to simulation, you also get the Combine. I really had a lot of fun with the Combine. You hit shots to particular targets, and at the end it evaluates your game and gives you a score. It's a great way to improve because it also gives you a handicap number and something to look forward to lowering in the future. So guys, is the MLM2 Pro the perfect launch monitor? Of course it isn't. There's no perfect piece of technology out there, guys, and here's a couple things that I would change. Like others around the internet have mentioned or experienced for themselves, there are some connection issues when you first unwrap your new MLM2 Pro. It took me about an hour to an hour and a half to get this thing up and running, juggling Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, software updates, and more. So just like any technology, when you are on the bleeding edge, you're gonna have some difficulty, so just be prepared to spend a little extra time. And my tip to you would be to download the latest firmware update as soon as you can in the process. It will make it so much more smooth connecting. If you have real issues, I highly recommend you go on the Reddit forums, the golf simulator forums, and check out the advice you can get there. So it's not perfect right now, but you'll figure it out, and it will get better with future firmware updates, I'm sure. Now, the second little gripe that I had with the MLM2 Pro is that when I was using the simulator, at times it was a little bit laggy. As you can see here on screen, a couple times I hit a shot and it was just slow to animate. Not the end of the world, but it's something that can definitely be improved, and again, I'm sure it will be. Something that's missing from the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro is the fact that it does not have club path data, unlike the Garmin R10, for instance, as well as some of the more expensive launch monitors out there on the market. I do think, especially since this unit has 2 cameras on it, that we will see this in the future, or maybe they'll end up using your phone or tablet to get that club impact information, but right now it doesn't. That would be one nice thing for it to have. And my last little gripe here is that some of the best features, and mainly the feature of having access to spin data, is hidden behind the premium membership paywall. Like I said, you'll get that in the first year absolutely free, but in year 2 and moving forward, it's going to make this a more expensive unit long term. So would I recommend the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro? 1000% I would. I never thought I would see the accuracy out of a little device like this that I was seeing, and it blew my socks off, to be quite frank. For me, the Rapsodo MLM gets a full 5 out of 5 stars, and that is a very rare occurrence here on Let's Play Through. As I mentioned before, we will be diving deeper into this Rapsodo in future videos, as well as testing it against other devices on the market. Speaking of which, if you just can't get past the subscription model and having to pay that extra $200 a year, here is a video you might want to watch. I'll catch you back here real soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.